State auditors flagged the National Irrigation Administration for lapses in its procurement processes. The Philippines and China hold bilateral talks about maritime issues in the South China Sea. Newly installed MMDA General Manager Nicolas Torre proposes opening the EDSA busway for carpooling. SB 19 releases a live recording of tracks from its 2025 Philippine Arena concert. And Eala exits the inaugural Philippine Women's Open in the quarterfinals. State auditors flagged the National Irrigation Administration for awarding nearly 300 projects worth 16.7 billion pesos in 2024 to unqualified contractors. The Commission on Audit says several NIA offices failed to follow the Government Procurement Reform Act and its 2016 revised rules, citing deficiencies across several stages of the procurement process, from detailed engineering and pre-bid activities to post-qualification checks. The projects were distributed across the NIA Central, Regional, and Project Management offices nationwide, with the largest shares in Northern Mindanao, Davao, and Mimaropa. The report also noted inconsistencies in procurement documents, financial submissions, and the lack of independent observers during bidding in some regions. NIA says it has directed its offices to address the findings, ensure full documentation, and exercise greater diligence in evaluating bidders. The Philippines and China met bilaterally on Thursday, January 29, to talk about maritime issues in the South China Sea. The meeting took place on the sidelines of the ASEAN senior officials meeting on the implementation of the Declaration on the Code of Conduct in the South China Sea. Representing Manila was Foreign Affairs Undersecretary Leo Herrera Lim, while the Chinese delegation was led by Ho Yanqi, Director General of the Department of Boundary and Ocean Affairs of the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs. In separate statements, both sides acknowledged the importance of dialogue and cooperation between the two countries. The meeting comes after weeks of heated exchanges between the Chinese embassy and several Philippine government officials and institutions. Some Philippine legislators are eyeing having some Chinese envoys declared persona non grata. Newly installed Metro Manila Development Authority General Manager Nicolas Torre proposes opening the EDSA busway to other high-occupancy vehicles. In a television interview aired on Tuesday, January 27, Torre floated the idea, which he says could encourage Filipinos to carpool and ease congestion. This isn't the first time the idea has surfaced. MMDA Chairman Don Artes once floated a similar plan to turn the busway into a high-occupancy vehicle lane for cars with 3 to 4 passengers. The Department of Transportation, however, opposes Torres' suggestion. In a statement, the DOTr says the busway was designed to move more people, not more cars. It adds, quote, "Any move to open this lane to private vehicles, even under the guise of carpooling, will inevitably slow down bus operations." Metro Manila ranks 14th worldwide among metro areas with the worst traffic according to the 2025 TomTom Traffic Index. Multi-awarded P-pop group SB 19 releases Simula at Wakas kickoff concert album on Friday, January 30. The album is a live recording of tracks from their 2-day concert at the Philippine Arena in Bulacan on May 31 and June 1, 2025. It was mixed and remastered by Rad Kids, with live arrangements by Jem Torrendo. The album features 19 tracks, with songs from albums Simula at Wakas, Pagtatag, and Pagsibol. The live version of SB 19's collab song Moonlight is a favorite among the members. The group says, quote, "By keeping the production minimal and letting our voices lead, we found something more honest and human. Sometimes, less is more." Made up of Pablo, Stel, Josh, Justin, and Ken, SB 19 is set to hold the concert finale on April 18 at the SMDC Festival Grounds, with tickets expected to go on sale in February 2026. Eala falls flat in her bid to rule the inaugural Philippine Women's Open after losing to Colombia's Camila Osorio in the quarterfinals. Osorio, who is world number 84, lived up to her billing as a more accomplished player, having 3 WTA Tour titles already under her belt. Eala led 3-2 in the first and second sets, but lost the upper hand on both occasions, ending with a 6-4, 6-4 loss. Despite her loss, she exits the tournament somehow gratified, knowing she has brought the sport closer to Filipinos. She now turns her focus to a bigger WTA 500 event, the Abu Dhabi Open, beginning Sunday, February 1. And that's today's wrap. I'm Gina Reyes. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. For more updates, download the Rappler app.